Alrighty guys, what is going on? So today we're actually going to be doing a little video on this guy here. Excuse some of the stuff that's in the way. It's just old stuff that I haven't gotten rid of yet, along with everything underneath. I'll explain that in a minute. So guys, before I do anything, let me just go ahead and tell you how I got this and what it is. So guys, this is a 1970 GMC pickup, but it's kind of an interesting one. So this would be a 1500, except it was actually converted to a dually, which I converted it back for now, just that way I can basically drive it around the yard and whatnot. But it is a dually, which the dually wheels are what you guys saw at the beginning there. But like I said, this is a 1970 GMC pickup, 1500, and then it is converted to a dually. It has a 350, and it has a Dana, I believe, 80 in the rear. Let me actually pop this, guys. All right, so as you guys can see, it's got the 350 in it. It's got a Edelbrock carburetor. I believe it's a 4-barrel. It's got the Chevrolet air filter on it. You guys can see I haven't done too much to the inside. I've still got a lot of work to do here. Like I'm gonna replace the alternator, radiator, these belts for sure. Probably gonna either take those off and clean them up on the valve covers, or just get new ones. I'm not sure yet. The headers are gonna need to be definitely replaced, I think. I'm probably gonna do some pretty cool things to the exhaust, which you guys will see in later dates. Of course, everything's disconnected right now. Battery's not hooked up or anything. Still got a little bit of troubleshooting to do. You guys can see I did put a brand new starter in there, so that is just a matter of hooking it up. You guys can also see there's some sketchy wiring here, so we're going to take care of all that before we actually officially drive this anywhere or do anything. We also had a little issue here with our headlight harness. Not really sure what was going on there, but it kept getting sparks right here where it's grounded. So I've got to figure that out, or probably just order a new harness for that. But it's a work in progress. I'll drop this hood so you guys can get another look at it. So I do have it mostly primed. This is not sanded or anything. This is just literally primer pretty much on there. I'm gonna do a couple more coats probably, just to make sure it has a nice thick primer coat on it, because now it only has 2 coats. You guys can see I haven't gotten fully everything done. There's the door. You guys can see I wasn't really worried about overspray on these because I'm ordering all new ones, which this one didn't really look that bad, but you guys can see the chrome's kind of peeling off there. So I am going to be ordering new door locks, handles, and a couple more other things, especially this seal here. As you guys can see, it's all dry rotted. I did also do the back here. And I'll try to include some pictures somewhere on the screen so you guys can see like a before and after, only because I didn't really think about doing any videos on this until, of course, where it's at now. But I'll try to post some pictures on here for you guys, that way y'all can check it out and see actually how much I've done to it. I sandblasted the entire frame and basically primed the whole thing, and then I painted it in it's like a rhino liner, but it's more of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like an undercoating, I guess. You guys can see that I just sprayed it on there so it wouldn't rust, but this still needs to be taken care of. But I'm not going to worry about these right now, only because, like I said, there's a couple things I'm thinking about doing to the exhaust. So main goal right now is get it running, get it all, you know, freshly wired up and whatnot, and then we'll worry about everything as far as exhaust, you know, smaller stuff. I also have not touched the bumper yet, as you guys can see, but I am going to plan to keep this because, I mean, it's diamond plate, it's a solid bumper. I think it'll be just fine with just a little bit of cleaning up. Now guys, this truck here is actually, let me see if I can cover up some of these letters here. You guys can see there, last time it was registered was actually an 04, which is crazy, because that's a long time, guys. The date of this video is, of course, 2021, November 26th, I believe. And yeah, so it has not been on the road in a while, or at least registered on the road in a while. But like I said, I got the whole frame completely redone. You guys can see there's the rear end. Now, how I got this truck, guys, was I actually got this thing from my grandpa. He passed it down to me. So now it's kind of like my restoration project, and I want to get it basically back to what it was. Now, you guys will also notice I have this bed here. There we go. I have this bed here, which, believe it or not, this is actually a wood bed. It's a fleet side, and of course there's no wood in it because it's all rotted out and fell through and whatnot, which is what most of this under the truck is. You guys can see where it was converted to a dually. You guys can see my hand compared to that wheel well. It's definitely extended a little bit wider, which, to be honest, it's not the greatest extension they did, because you guys can see here it's a little rough. But basically what they did is they cut the wheel well in half, spread it out about 4 inches, and then ran a plate in there and just welded it. I'm debating on a few things, and you guys can help me in the comments here. I'm debating on whether I want to keep this bed on this truck, or if I want to flatbed this, but not the flatbed you're kind of thinking about. I'm thinking about turning this guy into the Fast and the Furious tanker truck, the one that robs the tanker truck, which I'll try to post a picture here as well. But I'm gonna think about doing that type of bed to this. This is an 8.5 foot bed, and I think it would look really cool if I was to do it. But anyhow, guys, let me know if I should restore this bed and keep it on the truck, and then of course I'll redo the wheel wells if I keep this, because I want to make that look a little bit nicer. If I do it, I'm gonna order some new ones of these little bed bars. I'm gonna get chrome polished ones, so that way it's all nice and neat, and then I'll get some new wood and stuff to do it. So let me know if you guys want to see this bed put back on this truck, or if you want to see kind of like a racing flatbed put on here, or if you guys have something completely different, be sure to drop it in the comments and I'll check it out. But I do think, even if I do end up getting rid of this bed, I'm keeping the tailgate, only because not only is the truck going to be sentimental, but I think the tailgate would make a really cool piece to put in my man cave. So I think that would be just a cool thing to hang on the shop walls. Which, the bed isn't in horrible condition. You guys can see it. It's got some paint defects and whatnot. It's got quite a bit of rust. But, I mean, it's all stuff that can be cleaned up. And then you guys can actually look here. Look how thick this paint was back then, guys. That is literally, oh, peep the Crocs. That is probably an 1/8 inch thick little paint. It's crazy. You guys can see that. Also, if you guys know what these holes are for, I thought it was maybe a gas tank or something, but as you guys can see, it's literally just a hole that goes nowhere. Doesn't even go all the way through. So I'm not 100% sure what that was for, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Yeah, here's another look at the truck, and you guys can see I also put some new rims on it. I actually got this from a buddy of mine, shout out to him. But I'm gonna try to get some very nice Alcoas if I can find some. So if any of you guys know anybody that has them, or you know, whatever, be sure to send them to this video, and for sure let me know. I'm sure most of you guys are wanting to see the inside now, so we pop this guy open here. I've got tools and stuff in here from when I've been working on it, but as you guys can see, it's just basic. And I have a few things that I'm going to end up doing, actually. So the gas tank goes right here. It's a 20-gallon tank, and it actually bolts right to the back of the cab. But what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about patching up this hole here. And I want to, of course, you know, cover this up, make it all flush. And then in the bed, or under the bed, I should say, somewhere in this section here, which if I do the exhaust things that I'm thinking about doing, the exhaust won't really be an issue, but I want to do some sort of frame gas tank here, just because it's a little bit safer than having a 20-gallon tank sitting right at my back. Yet now, of course, I took the gas tank out, took the seat out. All of that is in my shop at the moment. But yeah, guys, and then here's proof that it is a, oh, there you go, I hope you guys can see that. It is a 1970. It does have a small leak over there. That's why that bucket is there. This is just evaporust for all of the bolts and stuff that I've taken out of here. It's a work in progress. Of course, I haven't really gotten to much on the inside yet. I'm working on getting a new ignition wired in as well. So that'll be coming next. And then, yeah, guys, we got a good bit to do. We gotta replace some of this rusted stuff like these. It's definitely gonna be an interesting build. So if you guys think you'll enjoy it, definitely be sure to subscribe and check out the later videos that I post. And I guess that's about it, guys. So if y'all want to see anything else, definitely let me know in the comments. Also, if you guys want to see anything on this truck, for sure let me know and I can tell you what all I've done to that. And then again, if you want to see something done with this bed or a different type of bed, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.